Ah, the Super Nintendo. What a wonderful, beautiful console this is. Let's talk about modding it. Yes, you can mod the Super Nintendo. By the way, this is Leapin' Leppin' Wing-a-Ding-Dong. How's everybody today? Anyway, let's talk about modding this beautiful piece of equipment. As you can see, I do have the Super Game Boy 2, which is a Super Famicom game. But it has the same pin layout as the SNES. So how is this? Well, let me show you. Alright, here we are. Looking at the top side of the SNES. Very nice model. Not very much yellowing. Maybe just a little bit there on the controllers, but not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Inside this console, you have two little bars. Let's see if I can zoom in on them here for you. Here we go. Alright. Get my little pick out here. Here we go. Alright. Let's see if I can get something to... There we go. Alright. So if you look right... Yeah, this one's better here. Right here. Still can't really see it. There we go. Something like that. There we go. Alright. You see this right here? That was a tab. You have two of them. One there. And one there. Alright. What I did, simply, was clip those off. And shaved them down with sandpaper. Now, what I used to clip them off was a pair of these precision flush cutters, mainly for wires or circuits or something like that. And let's see, what else did I also use? Oh yes, I use a razor blade as well. If you're going to use a razor blade, be careful. No, X-Acto knife. I'm sorry. I used a X-Acto knife. Excuse me. And I could get in there a little better and kind of like shave it down. Now, I wasn't really going for looks. I was going for function. And it functions beautifully. Well, let me show you. Super Famicom. Fits in there just fine. And it's tight in there. A regular SNES will go in there as well and fit in there just fine as well. Pops just fine. Works great. I mean, seriously, this is probably the easiest mod. If you want to get into console modding, that's probably the easiest mod you could actually do. And then now you have your library that is open not only to SNES games, but also all Japanese games. Now, of course, the Japanese games are going to be in Japan, or Japanese. So, if you can read Japanese, great. If you can't, just do the best, I guess. But the reason why I wanted to get the Super Game Boy 2 to work on this is because, like I said in my Super Game Boy 2 video, this runs at the correct rate for Game Boy games. And I really like my Tetris. And I want it to run at the correct rate. So I modded the Super Nintendo to accept. And it works great. Works perfect. Now, before I end this video, let's talk about the controllers. This controller here is the Super Nintendo controller, B, A, Y, and X. Or as many people say, X, Y, A, and B. Left and right shoulder buttons, D-pad, start, select, stuff like that, you know. This thing was not working properly. Like when I was playing Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land, I couldn't really run very well. So I was like, well, maybe it needs cleaned. So I took it apart. There was, as I try to set this up, there we go. That's good. That works. There was, in this controller, Dorito dust from the 90s. Yeah, it was like opening a time capsule. It was so strange. And there's a hair up in this area. I don't really know how a hair, I mean, it looked like, and this is going to sound disgusting, a pubic hair. I don't know how it ended up in this area. I don't know if somebody maybe got this caught in the sensitive region and it maybe pulled a hair, which I don't know why anybody would put this in a, you know, area of anatomy, but yeah, there's much people out there that do very, very strange and profitable things. Anyway, yeah. So that was slightly disgusting. The pads were disgusting. The brass on the inside, I took the eraser to them, shined them up, cleaned them with alcohol, and it works a lot better, but I think it's wore out. So I'll be getting a new one of these since I live alone and I don't really have anybody come over and play. I mainly just need one. So maybe one with turbo buttons. Ooh. Yeah, I can play Tetris on turbo. Fun. Now, one thing left about this mod to the Super Nintendo. Yes, it will affect the value of it. Once you make this mod, the price bottoms out. Alright? I mean, it bottoms out to a fart level. And if you, well, I guess it's kind of subjective, isn't it? Really. Some people would rather pay more money to buy a modified Super Nintendo than a standard Nintendo, because you can now play Super Famicom games on it. However, there's also those people who want to buy a standard Super Nintendo and just play Super Nintendo games. Yeah, I would say price is subjective at this point. That is an LED light. You know that clicking sound? You know how when you're a child, maybe, you thought, oh, that's so magical. Like, oh yeah. I'm about ready to break your hearts. It's a standard switch. A standard 5-cent switch that makes that do that. Yeah. I about cried too when I found out. But anyway. This has been Leapin' Leppin' Wing-a-Ding-Dong. Please comment, like, and subscribe. You know what? You probably want to see this in action. And you shall get it. Be right back with you. Alright, here I am. You're pointed at the TV because I don't have a capture card at the moment. And I have the Super Nintendo hooked up to a RCA to HDMI. So let's go to HDMI 1, which is PlayStation 4. HDMI 2. Switch it on. There you go. Now, let me... there we go. Can't hear it. Still got everything on here. We'll just leave it on this for now. Oh, that color palette needs to be... there we go. Works just fine. I love me some Tetris. One of these days I'm going to get me a capture card for this. So I can do maybe a whole video. I don't have the means to do a live stream just yet. At one time, maybe I will. Love this game. Another game I need to get for this is Dr. Mario. Good game. I am Dr. Mario and I am saving lives. Oh, I messed up there. Oh well. Live and learn. Oh, I really screwed up that one. I'm usually a lot better than this. A lot better. Ah! We'll just end it. So, this has been a leapin', leppin', wing-a-ding-dong. Oops. Oh, if you did, you can actually do that. Please comment, like, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure to ring that bell to get notifications for whenever I upload a new video. Follow me at Twitter at leapin'leppin'. You can follow me on Instagram, leapin'leppin', wing-a-ding-dong. Yes. I love my Tetris. Such a good game. It's really a good thing to take a break from multiplayer on the internet for a while. You know, just play some old school. It'll recharge you. Make you think a little better. That actually looks like wood. Neat. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, these are called tetrarinos. Introduction. Gaming Historian has a whole thing on Tetris. I'll link it in the description. Fascinating story.